We'll make it. Oh, damn, that was nice of you, Sith. Can we get some Nexus Cat hype up in the chat for Sith Lord Squeeze? Decided to throw some love in here. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Keep on growing, sir.
Well, thank you, Sith. That's really nice of you, man. I'll be looking forward to your Borderlands 3 action. Getting a week off, that's good. Hope everything's been good, man. Because last time I talked to you, you got a divorce, but everything was, like, better now. Things were getting better. Yo, Sith Lord Squeeze, you've continued to fight the war, and you've continued to fight the resistance, and you've become... Stage 2. More human than a human. So thank you for that muscle cat hype. I appreciate that, man. Sith Lord, hey, thank you. I'm grateful, man. Rikers, thank you for that blue pill hype. What? Thank you for that Nexus Cat hype. The muscle cat fucking hype. Yes, we gotta keep that Nexus Cat fed with beef and protein and treats and anger. Yes. Aramis is currently circling my name in a phone book and then cocking around into the sniper rifle. Must have really pissed him off then. I don't know. Well, what's stupid about it is he went out like a fucking sissy, I'll say. I'll soften the language. He told me he had played Anthem for 3 months. But then I guess we miscommunicated because he was just saying he played it for 3 months straight, not like game time. And he said he'd played every MMO. So I was telling him that I wasn't upset about Anthem's drop rate. And he came back with like some sarcastic shit like, you didn't like that you would do GM3 and not get anything and stuff, and I like explained that I don't mind it being low, but I would think you ought to be able to get materials when you do it so that you can correct the RNG, because old school MMOs, the drop rates always sucked, and you had to work a little bit to get your gear. And anyway, I just went on, and Justin explained his opinion, and then I told him that I was sorry. I said, alright man, I get where you're coming from, I'm sorry. And then he said, I've never really fought with you before. We've always gotten along. I've always listened to you since Battleborn. Farewell. Good luck on here. But I see the thing that makes me mad about that, I don't mind that he's pissed that I fought with him, because whatever, that's just how things work on here, right? That I told him I was sorry, and then he used that opportunity to attack, to go on the attack, rather than just let it die. Now is his fucking opportunity to get one up on me. So that, you know, I never understand that. That's like what Kat just did to me when I'm like, I'm sorry we fought. And he's like, yeah, I guess we both have to soften our claws to one another. You just accept the apology. It's cool, man. I'm willing to take responsibility. Insubordinate and churlish. The real kill. What up, man? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Which is why I was glad Rikers was here. I don't know if Rikers is still here, because I figured he'd have an opinion on that. Since he's a streamer, he could correct me or say, give an opinion in that direction. Well, I'm doing better than good and better than most, real kill, so I'm glad. I'm not sure I understand the full story. Alright, so I'm going to give you the brief gist, because I need your streamer opinion on this. Aramis. Aramis has been around, I guess, since Battleborn. I wasn't even aware he'd been around that long. But I guess he has. He usually comes in when we stream Borderlands, though, or anything with Gearbox. And we were talking about Anthem. I was talking about how, like, we were going to start doing Saturday night anthems. Probably Saturday evening or whatever, in October. And he's like, is Anthem worth coming back to? And I started saying, yeah, it's worth going back to. And I started explaining the Cataclysm. And I also said, I don't think you're going to like this. But, oh, no. First he said that it's still like, are the drop rates still so terrible that you can't like ever get a legendary and stuff? And I said, you're not going to like this. But I was actually okay with the drop rates. I thought, you know, old school MMOs. I used to play a lot of MMOs, and I went, like, experimented and tried to check them all out. Not all of them, but a good portion of them. And I always liked the ones that had a hunt to them. You had to work a little bit and grind to get the good stuff. And that I'm okay with the drop rate, but that it needs a second method. It needs a redundancy behind it. And to you know, correct RNG when RNG really fucks you. Like Justin could have used it. He had 9 days in the game. We explained that, you know, I had like 8 days in the game. Justin has like 10 now actually. And we kept grinding it. And now they've nerfed, but then I said, but to answer your question, luck is no longer a stat. The drop rates have been increased 2 or 3 times. GM 2 and 3 got nerfed. And, you know, I said, well, how much time did you put into the game and stuff to try to get his kind of feeling on this? And he said he played 3 months. I said, you played 3 months? And Justin was like, you know, that's 12 plus hours a day. And he's like, yeah. And we're like, okay. And Justin's like, well, there's no need to lie, man. And he said, well, I wasn't talking about game time, bro. And he said he's played every MMO. And I said, every MMO. And I told him, like, I'm sick of fighting with people on here. Like, I either get off the stream or I go on break anymore. And I've always seemed to be in some fight. And I feel like an absolute ass. I feel like I made a fucking fool of myself, a clown here on the internet. And I just have no patience for it anymore. I'm trying to not get in these arguments. So, you know, and I explained to him, like, as you know, Rikers, and anybody else who streams in here, you get tested. Like the guy yesterday, the guy saying the thug thing, and then the guy saying, like, you got pretty lips, and then he ends with, you're gonna be stuck on this many viewers forever, you're gonna fucking die in hellfire kind of thing. So, like, this is why the streamers get in the habit of the argument, because you just start to assume people are coming at you. Because people do come fucking at you, as you know. And, anyway, he said, I'm 40 years old, and I've played a lot of the MMOs, and I've played the game a long time. And I realized, alright, I fought him too much. I've already gone too far. Right? And I said, I'm sorry. And then he waits a long time. He waits like 20 minutes, and we don't talk about it. We don't talk about any of that shit. We start talking about Borderlands again. And he says, I don't know what's going on with you, or what's wrong with you. Something like that. But I've been watching you since Battleborn. We've never fought. So take care. Good luck on here. Gone forever. We lost him as a viewer forever. Anyway, I wanted to get your take on that. You haven't fought with me yet. Want to go, bro? Well, apparently you haven't gotten to know me if you don't fight me. My family's got a fucking long history. I think of being... what do they call it? Pugnacious? We'll do the $10 old school word. Want to go, bro? Thank you again for that. More than human. And congratulations on stage 2, Sith. Seems like a bit over the top, but I have those fights too, and I feel bad for him as well. What pisses me off, Rikers, is once you say sorry to a person, it should be fucking over. I don't even feel like I really had to say I'm sorry, you understand? But I decided I better say I'm sorry. And say it with meaning. But I don't understand when you say sorry to somebody, instead of them being like, alright, put her here, let's just fucking forget about it. Them being like, hey, now I can fucking attack you. Like, re-upping the fight after it's already over with. That's happened twice on here and recently. And I can't, like, it pisses me off so badly. Because in real life, people don't do that shit to you. In real life, if you're about to fucking size up and you decide to be square, you're not gonna suddenly say, oh, gotcha, bitch. But like twice now, I've decided, alright, I gotta stop ending these fights, right? I gotta stop having these fights. So I'll fucking take responsibility, and I'll say I'm sorry. And they're like, fucking got you now, bitch! And they come back on the attack. You see what I mean? Now I'm just whining, but I've been doing a lot of that lately. Do you have the sham? Nice, the conference call. How long have you been playing? What console? Do you like the Luidia? I played back on the 360 a bunch. This is my second favorite game ever. Played it a ton. I gave it a long break. I think I really did good and properly burn out. And so this is the first time really digging in on the Xbox One properly. I do have a sham. We got really lucky. We got it on the first bunker kill. So, what's your favorite character, The Real Kill? What's your favorite character, and do you like the Lydia? Thanks for being here again. I ignore the people saying, oh, you're never gonna make it. Oh, well, that guy's just a fucking troll piece of trash. You know how that is. I wasn't upset by that any. It's just, you know, like, the trolls, as you've experienced them, and Ashton's experienced them, anybody who streamed has experienced them. It's like, if you come in, which I experienced this, it's really hard my first year of streaming, and you trust everything everyone says, they fuck you. They fuck you. I remember somebody did this massive $100 chargeback when I first started streaming. We're like, oh my god, thank you, and I went on this big fucking thing, and I explained the story, and I explained how we're here, how we got here, and why we're here, and what our goals are. And it was a fucking troll! And how many times have I been called the autistic Tom Cruise, or I've lost count of your double chins, or come in here and started saying the N-word, or said stupid shit like that. Like, you get conditioned to assume the worst. And if he's been in here since Battleborn, then you're gonna understand that. Those dad burn trolls. Yeah. Nice, depends. I like Commando. Axton, yeah, he's a cool ass character. I like his look. I wish he was a little stronger, but I mean, he's strong enough. People fucking go in OP10 and like destroy that new raid boss in seconds, so he must be pretty good. Overall, I'm just venting. So thanks, Rikers, for lending me an ear there and letting me vent. I appreciate that. I really do try to be even-minded, I feel. I do my best. But I just think that that's a bitch move, man. I think it's a bitch move. I'm not even gonna soften it. If I'm gonna fucking square up and say, be willing to take the fucking blow, then let me just take the blow. Don't then dig in. That is shitty. Yeah, you've really fucking lost now, so by the way, fuck you. Alright, man. You have a level 68 Necromancer? You've been on that level grind. You gonna get Borderlands 3 The Real Kill, or you on 360, or where do you play your Borderlands at? People come in and ask me how I do something, leave, the next week start the same content of style, whatever it was. See, the thing that these people are not doing, and I think why it's so frustrating, is culturally, in almost all human societies, and especially Western ones, all human societies pretty much, is this idea of reciprocal altruism. If I do you a solid, if I fulfill my part of the social obligation, you're supposed to fulfill your part of the social obligation. And we get fucking ingrained on this. It's super powerful. That's why those Christians got banned from the airport. They give you a flower, they expect $1, and it's so hard to not give them the $1. So, if you, like you're saying, Rikers, if you know, go through all the stuff and you're like, hey, hello my honey, hello my darling, hello my ragtime gal. You know, you fucking love them, you shower them with praise and attention. You do your best for that viewer like you were doing. And then they're like, oh, by the way, I'm just here to fucking get your goat and make you feel like an idiot. Those people are sociopaths, dude. Like we had a troll yesterday. Of course, they wanted their name pronounced perfectly. You fucking moron, you can't pronounce anything. Then they ended up starting to say some weird shit. Then we had to ban them because they started saying black people were thugs. It's always those people. We can't get past this, but I'm gonna do my best. Are you even the real kill? I thought it was 68 till I went on. Oh, well, oh, that was 67 actually. I see, 67 actually. Right on. Spending thousands of points. So, I'll tell you something funny about Badass Rank, Sith. Maybe it'll encourage you to play, and this is the honest to God's truth. Badass Rank does not have any individuality to it whatsoever. If you wait one stat, say you go full gun damage, which is like, you know, the most beneficial. The game will start auto-correcting and won't ever give you gun damage as an option until you get all your stats even. So you're just as well off just randomly clicking A. It'll literally, if you just randomly click A and spend all the points, it'll fucking add up to the exact same effect over the long run. But if we do get this done, this is the last arena. Used a lot of big words there. I'm not but a humble pirate. What I mean is, if I scratch your back, you scratch mine, right? It's not totally required, but it's a bare minimum of the social contract that we do. There is selfless action. We take selfless, especially with our family. But there's a general idea that if at some point I came in and did you a solid, you'll probably do me a solid. It's just how humans work. We're taught it, because if we didn't do it, then you can't have any civilization, right? You can't have farms. Why would someone go and farm if they weren't going to get paid for it? You know, why would they feed the world? Well, they have to be rewarded. There is selfless action, you know, especially with your family and your friends. Of course that happens, but generally speaking, what we're ingrained on is that you generally try to be nice and kind. And I'm saying it's these trolls that always are the viewers who always ask of you, like, you know, how they do something. Asking you to go in through and explain, which of course is taking your time and your effort, and you're putting your energies forth, and you're doing your part of the job, and you're fulfilling your element of the social contract. And then what they're doing is they're just saying, alright, fucking peace, bro, I got what I want, and then coming back and getting more out of you. And that actually is not fair to you. Because they're not really looking at you like a human. Touch my car, break your face. Dude, we're dying so quick. You know what, I'm gonna have to go back to Auspicious Raider. This isn't working. I still want to click all the damn points. I see, okay, right on. Oh, you already know. Well, it's good enough for... Yeah, it's good. Good a reason as any. Good a reason as any. Alright, let's put on this... wait, what do we have on right now? Oh, okay. Alright, we're gonna put Auspicious Raider back on. I feel like we need more damage. You playing Gunzerker right now? Level 67? Or that's the Necromancer? Was a nice update? Yeah, you think so, Sith Lord? You think it's heading in the right direction?
I will deliver moral encouragement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand erect and prepare for combat.
I want to get Borderlands 3, but I'm saving up for a Switch. My Salvador is only level 7. Good to know. Yeah, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? I keep hoping for the same thing, Sith. We're in agreement. That No Man's Sky update for Anthem would be fucking badass. The way that game plays, it just becomes a really good looter shooter. That'd be fucking fantastic. Love flying around in that game, killing stuff. I think EA won't let them have a No Man's Sky comeback, in my opinion. You would think that, but they're hiring. In fact, they just hired 2 new people again. They just took the lead guy from Star Wars Battlefront, but still, they keep hiring. I've actually grown their staff, which is a really, really healthy sign that they're at least giving them a chance. Yeah, they lost their lead producer. He moved to a new studio, but that's just not uncommon in the industry at all. People move on to new things. The larger point is they haven't downscaled the staff at all. We're gonna have to rework this class tree because I think piping hot is not actually all that beneficial. No, it probably is. It's literally just fucking passive gun damage. I have Anthem. What do you think, Kill? That's cool. Yeah. I mean, like I said, you would think that, and I know that we've been kind of convinced of that at different times because it's looked really, really dark and grim. You know, there was a long winter there of no content and no words, so it looked pretty bad. But they got the Cataclysm out. They fulfilled most of the roadmap. They got the guild. They got the leaderboard thing in there. You know, now they just need... They've got many, many promises to keep, though. Deeper progression trees, more than just the 3 javelins that exist now, or 4 javelins, I mean. And I think 2 things are happening. They're reworking the way that the gear score system works so that more gear is useful. And I think the sign of that is them adding the melee weapon class. And I think that they're also trying to fulfill what they promised at E3 in 2017, that it would be more of an open world game, a shared open world game, MMO light so-called. Just see people walking into dynamically match-made strongholds. You'll see people doing missions, accomplishing world events, and we'll all be kind of in the same area. So you have that really long loading screen, you know? That really long loading screen's okay if it's the one loading screen, and you get the whole, like Red Dead Redemption. You know, it's one loading screen, but you're getting the whole fucking game world. Worth. One engineer worth. The game is okay. That's a pretty fair assessment. If you could suggest a major change to fix Anthem, what would it be? What would yours be, Sith? Mine would be just exactly what I just said. Second would be, the first thing would be changing the gear system so that it's not like gear score above all. Like, I've got this legendary, but I don't really like it. But at the same time, if I don't run the 80 power, I'm just shooting myself in the foot. Them getting rid of luck was a huge change. So I think they're willing to do things like that. I think they're working towards that. I know they added a bunch of people in the team that have worked on like looter shooters. They've worked on games like Diablo and other action RPGs. They've got like a loot team, it looks like. They did some hiring when the problems really started to get pronounced and people were calling them on it. So I think that we're going to get something like that. That's what I would change. It's got to be a deeper role-playing game. Like Diablo you were mentioning. You're a Diablo fan, so is Steven. You're just having that. Imagine the Diablo-like grind in Anthem. It'd be fucking great. And then second is having that one long loading screen and then being in... They're slowly but surely kind of eliminating Fort Tarsis from the picture. And to go back to Adam, and why I'm actually hopeful, which ties into you too, Sith, is that they have BioWare Austin working on it, who made Knights of the Old Republic, the MMO. Even Angry Joe actually really believes in that team. He got to meet them, and they're really cool, and they really know what they're doing. They have MMORPG experience. They've done the live service thing before. So even though things have looked pretty dark and pretty grim, I do think there's hope. And we're back on Anthem. We're back on Anthem. How come you're using a fire weapon? Because I am. I don't have an acid weapon. Ooh, we got lucky there. Oof. How good is that shotgun? That slag might be kind of worth it. Let's do more damage. Fuck it, I'll try it. Oh god, if we went down there, that would be so shitty. That seems okay. We'll see. I've played Anthem for like 3 years. Well, Wilson, when it comes to you, I'm gonna 100% believe you. That is impressive. You've changed. Yeah, no fucking doubt. Thank you for that, Will, so I appreciate that. Needed that laugh. Needed that laugh. What the fuck? I say, jeez. Die. We can do this. We can do this, I believe. Killed a lot of robots in the meantime. I think a cataclysm is a step in the direction for my idea. Continue to expand the end game and work towards a raid style mission. Not like strongholds, which just feel like really long missions. Almost like a Destiny road. And the case supposed on super obvious teamwork cohesion. More of a staple. So you just want some harder in-game content. See what you're saying. Do you think they'll add that, Sith? Shit, 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 shit. There's a lot of stuff going at us right now. Keep getting worried that an XP loader's on our ass. What am I missing? There must be a... whatchamacallit around. What are those flying things? Drones? That's just a single dude. Apparently a lot of dudes. Oh shit, something really big over there. GDO for the win! Wish they had manufacturer loyalties in Borderlands 3. Like they've got the weapon proficiencies in Borderlands 1 and those are fun, and I wish they were adding loyalty proficiencies in Borderlands 3. That'd be a fun endgame system to work with. Less hand-holding, more thought and strategy. I've hopped in the castle where all four of us ran Interceptor and mopped the floor with over 4 million on GM3. Wow, you're really good at Anthem. Damn. So what's the secret to the Interceptor on Cataclysm? Because my buddy Steven was saying that he couldn't get any damage in on the boss. I'm in trouble. Oh, we got it. Hey, you gotta want it, no doubt. Super fucking lucky that thing was there. Because we were in pretty good health and that thing nailed us somehow. Okay, this is when Borderlands is good. We found a gun that was better than the Legendary. That's fun. This TDR is actually doing much better than that conference call was.
Keep going. Do not stop. Do not stop.
Keep going, keep going. Do not stop. Oh no! Why don't you fucking slam? If he would have slammed there, we would have died. These fucking turrets. Damn, this still isn't even the last round. This game always makes me laugh. What'd you see, Rikers? Utilize this primer's identities. That's the inner serpent secret. Ronald's blaze with serpent veil for fire and poison. Expected and throw in the target beacon. You're golden. Have you got any of the new weapons like the plasma cutters? Look, I wish I owned Popeyes. Their new chicken sandwiches sold out nationwide. Are you serious? It's that fucking good? It's that good, Adam? That's crazy. Look, dude, this fucking AI is... Dude. Masterpiece, as I've called this game many a time. Masterpiece. Negative. But they're pretty sick. I haven't, that's for sure. Yeah, it's that good apparently. Wow. I don't think I've ever even had Popeyes. Oh, how the fuck do you make a, like, perfect chicken sandwich? I don't get it. What's the difference between one chicken sandwich and another? I mean, I know fried chicken can taste different. Is it just, like, the quality of their fried chicken? We did it! Holy shit, it said 6 of 7. Honestly, that round, to me, is easier in the overall scheme of things than round 4. Sweet. Okay, so where's that put us? This will be done. Okay, I gotta go do that real quick. That was an easy one. I should have finished before this. Can I fast travel from here? Now we do have an acid weapon. I'll only be using that for the end here.
You can never be too well armed.
It might be pretty good too. Yeah, maybe. No reason to mark it, but I'll keep some of those blues. They might be worth experimenting with. That didn't end up working out for us, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sell that for now. We'll find more where it came from. And I'm gonna go ahead and sell this because, you know, we're still low level. That could actually be decent. I'm gonna try that out. Lob Singularity. Use Rainer's Blaze because of the fire primer, and then the scout rifle that does the random lightning strikes, wreck shields for those enemy storms. Oh, that's smart. That's actually really smart. That makes sense. I didn't even know you were an Anthem player, let alone like a boss Anthem player. I just hit that fucking webcam. Hopefully I didn't knock it out of place. Hey, you were killed. How the hell are you still around? That's Pathfinder before there was Pathfinder. Oh, I wish you could fast travel from in there. At least put a car station right outside it. Damn.
Look here!
I'm an Anthem god, AMA. That's one thing Anthem does well, is that you feel strong as shit. And I really like that. I feel like that's, again, something that Borderlands 2 at the end doesn't provide as much. You're super leveled up. I think you should be able to feel damn strong. It's super satisfying that way. Iridium. Look here, look, listen. Look here, look, listen. It's a cool looking crosshair. Climbing slowly. Still need a few legendaries to drop. I'm gonna have to look at your achievements and shit now. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, where the hell are you? I know I still got you on my friends list. I gotta look at your time played. It better be 3 months. 3 months minimum. I can't. Oh, there he is. Oh, hey, you're playing Anthem. Perfect. Not 3 months. Wow, you're just a scrub. You got almost 8 days in there. You've been busy. Where's the real kill, HD? I'm using his fucking beloved caustic weapon that he cares so much about. Get him out of here. Swing the ban. 3 months straight, bro. No, easy. In every MMO. Every fucking MMO. Get fucked. It's out for Oscar, bitch. This is a thug stream. OGs only. OGs fucking only. All our black friends are thugs, don't you know? All my friends are heathens. Take it slow. Dicks out for Oscar.
Hey y'all, welcome to the new and improved Catch a Ride.
Dicks out for Oscar. Sith Lord of the Scrubs. Are you mainly an interceptor person, or do you play the other classes? We see in the rear view. They're trying to catch Waltz the Grim riding dirty. They're trying to catch him riding dirty. Who the fuck makes racks? Who plays Morrowind, sees the Cliff Racers, and says, man, that's a great enemy type. We need something like that in our games. I've got it. It's Cliff Racers, but they fucking dive bomb you all the time. I mean, they add to, like, the skybox and the horizon and stuff and sort of, you know, create good atmosphere, but You don't actually gotta make them enemies, dude. You can just let them fly around. It's okay. The racers are better because there's no aim assist. Yeah, you don't even know if you're hitting. Finally, its health will drop just a tiny bit. Those things are so fucking annoying because they have that terrible noise. Caw, caw. They sound exactly like the dragons in Apex Legends, and they will literally chase you across the map. You cannot get away from them.
God, glorious God.
Fish, you missed that arrow. Get fucked. Yo, someone owns the rights to Turok because my brother bought me a Turok game. It's called Escape from Valley something, Shadow Valley from the comic books. So somebody's bought up the rights, and it might get rebooted. That'd be sweet. For this chest, opening only once in the entire game, it sure is a shitty chest. That chest should be exactly like a golden key chest. And that should be that. So when it comes to the warrior, what I'm going to do is throw on a B and put it on my conference call. It's not going to work near as well as what it did in the old times, the long ago, but it'll still work pretty good. Oh, Mordecai's somewhere not. Undiscovered mission. Truth is relative. Headshots aren't. Let me look that up. So we're so close to this achievement. It only interceptor. Live the playstyle. Can go solo ninja like a boss, or just go full support and primary everything for someone with all the detonators. Makes sense. Oh, I think the problem is fucking Mordecai's already over where he's supposed to be, so... Oh, we gotta do this too.
Hey, Slab.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's get this game beat before we go to dinner. Oh boy, YouTube drama incoming. Ooh, this will be exciting. Red pill.
Oh, Fortune. I asked nicely on several occasions to take proper precautions against bacteria and instruments, but it fell upon idiotic ears. As they cut into my flesh over and over,
Oh my god.
I would fade in and out of consciousness and whisper to the ceiling chairs that it was going to be okay. Cork was afraid at first. His four legs trembled against the cold ceiling. What you want? He had to be strong for me. Then they went to work on his brother, Philippe.
Don't even think about bringing that one back. Maybe that helps you feel something better. Out of my fight. Out of my fight.
What's for dinner? Stew. What I typically do at the start of a week is put a fucking crock pot together and then eat off it until Friday. Of course, Friday's pizza day. Saturday, I typically grill out. Welcome to adult life. Your life is regimented and rationed so that you can survive. Sunday, we eat whatever the fuck's left over. How about you, Adam? What's for dinner for you? Pro Jared has released his response video some 3 months later. The title, You've Been Lied To. What was the drama with Pro Jared? I saw that was like a huge to-do, and I'm actually totally unawares. So what's the drama? Gotta catch me up to speed, please. We're millennials, we eat ass. Bob Evans, nice. You eat out a lot, Adam. Jeez. I'm jealous, man.
Philippe was so brave. He was so brave for me when the rotary saws began to ply his legs from his body.
Oh my god.
Thor cried out
Why
for
does she
his
want
brother,
these collected?
Even when one of the torturers inadvertently sat on him and muffled his cries. The last thing Philippe said before he passed on to the great wooden beyond was, I love you, Dad. I love you. And then he was gone.
Millennials in there eating everything, ass, Tide Pods, etc. Dude, the news is so full of shit. Like, 3 people ate Tide Pods. And then they started saying that it was this phenomenon. And only then did other people begin to eat Tide Pods. And the only people who ate the Tide Pods were like 3 elderly people, 2 of which had dementia, and 1 of which was just really confused. Then the news started saying all these young people are eating Tide Pods. And then what do you know? It's one of those things where like, there's a saying for that. A tail leading the dog or something. But it wasn't actually a story. Until they created it, and then it became a phenomenon. So fucking stupid. Because they just report on shit, like... Whatever is the most dramatic event of the day becomes the headline, and... I tend to watch the news every evening when I go on break. CBS is my preferred news provider. But they still just follow whatever fucking sensation's going on, then everything turns into chaos. It's fucking wishy-washy. That was the story of the G7, is wishy-washy. There was like 80,000 other things going on, but they just find one thing. And then we move on to the next thing, and then there's a new story, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. Apparently his accusers sent their evidence to Game Grumps. Well, I don't know what happened with Pro Jared. Like, why did he disappear? I remember he had to disappear, but why was that? Tide Pods taste like chicken, says Freak Show. Game Grumps for the police, so that's questionable at the very least. I would say, but I don't know what he got in trouble for exactly. I wonder why he waited so long. I already put it in chat. All I see is, oh boy, YouTube drama incoming. Where millennials will eat ass. Tide Pods are lit, fam, bro. Apparently his accusers sent their evidence to Game Grumps for the police, so that's questionable at the very least. Oh, man. That's weird. My eyes weren't catching that other one. 2 accusations. 1 cheated on wifey, 2 solicited nude from 2 underagers. I mean, the soliciting the nudes from the underagers would be the one that gets you, huh? Alright. So, alright. Thank you for that, Wilson. Now what's your take? Yeah, and that one seems to be debunked. So you're hashtag Team Jared. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna try to finish that last achievement up too, that last quest, and then I'll break. And we'll start playthrough 2 when I get back. I'm team why did it take so long to reboot, so hashtag Team Boogie, hashtag Team Fence Sitting, hashtag Eat Ass, hashtag Tide Pods, hashtag Stuck on Pandora's a Witch. If he floats, he wasn't. If he floats, he's a witch. Sorry, Warlock.
You do what you have to stop him from waking that warrior.
We have the best Boogie. I like that they do the live action thing here.
Dead than a damsel.
Hashtag call him daddy.
Meet you out in Heroes Pass. Win or lose, we finish this together. We might not make it, Slam, but I want you to know.
It's okay, Brick. I've been here before. You make it. You make it. In fact, you're in the 3rd game. So even if you haven't beat this, you know that you make it. But you know who didn't make it, Brick? You son of a bitch. Roland didn't make it. This is for Roland. This is for Roland. This is a good scene. Rick dies in the post-prequel. If Anthony Burch was still in the studio, that's what they would do. Mr. Bob Dabalina.